Sophie, and I'm really excited to be doing this video for you guys today. And if you are new here, hello, my name is Sophie, and I do book reviews and anything book related. Just like today, we're doing an everything I read in 2024. I did an everything I read in 2023, and that was so much fun. Read so many books, and now we are doing a 2024. Can you guys believe it? I feel like when this video gets uploaded though, it's already 2025. So happy new year everyone, and I am super excited to be doing this video for you guys today. I've read so much books last year, and I am so happy because my goal was to read 35 books this year, and I read 36. Pat myself on the back because last year, if you guys don't know, I read 28 books and I wanted to go a little bit higher, so I decided to do 35. I've done 36, and I'm surrounded by books right now. If you know my last video before my 2023, I had like books like here, but it's kind of hard, so it's just everywhere on me right now. Here's my bookshelf, tons of books, as you can see, kind of empty. I am so excited, so let's just begin. So the first book I believe I read in 2024 is The School for Good and Evil, book 3, and it's great, it's amazing. I have Goodreads, that's why, and there were some negative comments about this book being too long. I mean guys, it's a 3-part. Like, look at how thick it is. I mean, who wouldn't get angry? I'm kidding. Okay, but it's a 3-part book, and it's really long. And of course, this is the continuation after book 2, which I read last year. And it's amazing. We see Sophie with Rafal this time. Sophie with the schoolmaster, and then we see Agatha with Tedros. Agatha and Tedros are in Gavaldon, and they try to save Sophie. And it's amazing because the main theme of this book is old and new, because the first two books, School for Good and Evil book 1, the theme is good and evil. The theme for book 2 is boys and girls, and then of course this one also has a theme. The theme for this one is old and new. And it's amazing because we get to see like some of our old favorite fairy tale characters. Cinderella was here, I believe Tinkerbell was here too, and Peter Pan, I think Sleeping Beauty was here as well. And again, it's the first book I read in 2024, so my mind is a bit spaced out right now, but it's amazing. As you can see, like, I finished this in 4 days. We can see Sophie and Agatha's dynamics. The plot twist here is insane. Yeah, I rated this book a 5 out of 5. Of course, my two favorite girls, they're amazing. Yeah, so that's the first book I read in 2024. The Mystery of the Green Ghost. So again, just like last year, I was browsing for more books in my bookshelf, and I found this. I rated this a 5 out of 5. It's kind of like Nancy Drew, very mystery, but except of a girl. There's 3 boys. There's this crumbling mansion of a dead man. I believe he's Mr. Green, and it's being torn down. And then suddenly there's mysteries alive. There are green ghost oozes throughout the walls, and a secret room reveals an open coffin, and inside the coffin is a skeleton, a grinning skeleton with Chinese ghost pearls, and these were like very valuable pearls, so someone was looking for these pearls, and the ghost disappears and the pearls do too. And now the 3 investigators, they start sleuthing on one of the weirdest cases ever, as what it says. You know, I kind of forgot the name of the 3 boys. Jupiter Jones, Pete Crenshaw, and Bob Andrews. So like we have like a trio of like the smart one, the one who's like in the mechanics, I think, and like the leader, I believe. And it was fun. I rated this a 5 out of 5. It's just mystery, you know, mystery is always fun, and I'm glad I was able to read a mystery book this year. Yeah, Mystery of the Green Ghost by there is no by. Okay, by Robert Arthur. There you go. We have 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison. Okay, so this book, I rated it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So this year I've noticed I have a lot of books that are rated a bit like less than 5 out of 5 stars because there's some books that just not my type. So we have 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison. So this is obviously a fantasy, very fairy-like, because it says up here, do you believe in fairies? So there's this girl, Tanya. She can see fairies. Like, she's the only one who can see fairies, and she sees evil fairies. They're like rousing her from her sleep and propelling her out of bed, so they're very mischievous. And Tanya's mother sends her daughter to her grandmother. Tanya learns more about the secrets of her grandmother, and there was also this girl 50 years ago who vanished in the woods surrounding the mansion. And she learns about, she's trying to like learn like who this girl was, and she finds herself going closer to the fairy realm. So very interesting, very suspense. I rated this a 4.5 because there were points where it felt too fast-paced but also too slow. But it's great because she meets like this friend. My favorite part was definitely the ending where the plot twist happens. It's so cool. And it also reminds me a scene in School for Good and Evil book 5, but I won't say it. Okay, but anyways, this is like one part in the book that just creeped me out. It's not horror or anything, but it's great. It's middle grade. Ta-da! 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison. I also read one of the most famous like booktube books that were popping up before. I think it's still popping up now, but The Inheritance Games. And I rated this a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. So I'm just going to tell you which ones are the YA. This is a young adult book. So this one, riddles, it's like riddles and mystery, a bit detective-ish. And guys, can we just appreciate the cover first of all? Like, slay. The cover is so nice. That's the reason why I display it like here in my bookshelf. But yeah, we have this girl named Avery Grams, and she has a plan for a better future. It's to survive high school. But her luck changes when a billionaire, Tobias Hawthorne, dies, and she inherits his fortune. Like, what? The only catch of this is that Avery must move into his sprawling mansion full of secret passages, riddles, and codes. So I love this because it's like very brainy-ish, because there's like one part on the book where you just have to like think. We have the four brothers, Grayson, Jameson, Nash, and Nash, Grayson, Jameson, and Xander. So they're the four brothers who were supposed to inherit the money, but their expectations deceive them. Just remember this, like a lot of puzzles and riddles and like questions after questions. The plot twist in the end was really good. I liked it. Okay, I have more to say about the second book, but there you go. I read Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Great, and it's YA, and it's 4 out of 5 stars for me. Okay, next, if you guys didn't know, I've never read BFG, and I read it for 2024, BFG by, obviously, the Roald Dahl. It's amazing. It's 5 out of 5 stars. So we have the BFG, short for the Big Friendly Giant. He befriends Sophie, me, and they try to stop these not BFG, not the Big Friendly Giants, with the help of the Queen. Fun and just very entertaining. Yeah, BFG. Children's book, amazing, funny, Roald Dahl, 5 out of 5. Okay, next, The Trumpet of the Swan. I unfortunately do not have it right now, but The Trumpet of the Swan is 5 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna quickly find an image of it. Hold on, you guys. So, my rating of The Trumpet of the Swan is 5 out of 5 stars. It's written by E.B. White, who he has written Charlotte's Web, and I've read that book so many years ago, and it was so nice. And I read The Trumpet of the Swan. Here, I just got it from Google, but there you go. It's about the swan who was a very unusual one. He wasn't able to squawk he wasn't able to speak like how a normal swan would. He bought a trumpet, so he was a very smart one actually. What was the? I don't remember the name of the swan, but this swan, he was able to like write on chalk, so he would be able to communicate to humans. So cool. And his father had stolen a trumpet for him, and now he has to repay the store for the trumpet, and it's just so fun. It's a very fun book. And eventually, I believe he gets his wife. It's so fun. And so cute. So definitely recommended The Trumpet of the Swan by E.B. White. It's so fun. It reminds me a lot of Charlotte's Web. Okay, I also have a book review, by the way, of Trumpet of the Swan, so go check that out. Next, we have Series of Unfortunate Events, Book 3. Oh no, the light is... Okay, Series of Unfortunate Events, Book 3. I read Book 1 and 2 last year, and now we have The Wide Window. This one is really cool because this time they move into a real relative, Aunt Josephine, the Baudelaires. The Baudelaires, Violet Klaus and Sunny. And their lives, again, are filled with more unfortunate events. Yes, so it's very tragic, and it's very sad because something like a lot of bad things happen, especially Count Olaf coming into the scene. And we also have their Aunt Josephine, and it's really fun. No, it's not fun. Why would I say it's fun? No, it's not fun. It's very sad and very unfortunate. Yes. Series of Unfortunate Events by... Sino ba to? Sorry, you guys. By Lemony Snicket, and of course, 5 out of 5. Next, we have School for Good Series of Unfortunate Events, Book for the Miserable Mill, and again, more unfortunate events. We can never expect something fortunate for these Baudelaires. This time they move into the mill. They work into a mill, and it's very sad. And they had to be forced to work. Of course, they meet Count Olaf. Something terrible happens to Klaus, and yes. Series of Unfortunate Events, Book 4, The Wide Window. That's what I read. Obviously 5 out of 5 stars. Next, one of my favorites, Series of Unfortunate Events, Book 5, The Austere Academy. Okay, so this time, they go into a school. They go into a boarding school, I believe. And more unfortunate events. Of course, they meet Count Olaf. So yes, they meet Count Olaf. They meet 2 other orphans, and they befriend them. Yeah, they have to eat disgusting lunch. But yes, this is the school... Series of Unfortunate Events, Book 5, The Austere Academy.